Hi all, my name is Jeff Hewlett. I'm a decision confidence builder. I'm a behavioral economist and have been in banking and financial services most of my career. I'm also a faculty member at James Madison University and I'm a personal finance author. This month is Negotiation Success Month. This is our third vidcast in our monthly series. Some people feel uncomfortable with negotiating. This is really unfortunate. Good negotiation leads to better outcomes for all. A good negotiation is a form of good communication where all parties express their key preferences. This creates a better platform for productive long-term relationships. In the first two vidcasts, we discussed the BATNA, or the best alternative to a negotiated agreement, and other building blocks for successful negotiation. Today, we're going to put that knowledge to work with a job change example. But first, let me do a quick reminder. In August, we discussed career and job change. This graphic shows the high-level framework we discussed. Of course, you're welcome to go back and check them out. This process provides the overall decision process to know when to pull the trigger and then to help you when you're in that job search mode. But today is very specific. I assume you have already gone through this process and changing your job is the best alternative. First, start by pursuing similar jobs at multiple companies. It is important to build credible alternatives. 4 is a good number. Remember, this is your negotiating psychology. You never want to feel boxed into one alternative. And by the way, there is no magic number for 4. Building more than just a couple is a good idea so you have things to compare to, but there's also the other side of it, which it takes a lot of work to build these alternatives. So 4 tends to be that good middle ground where it's enough, but also doesn't overwhelm you with doing too much research. And then 2, do primary research to determine typical compensation for similar jobs in similar markets. It is worth paying for this information. Understanding the market rate helps you to understand your negotiating levers. I show many job resources on this graphic like LinkedIn and Indeed. For salary data, do a ChatGPT or other Google search for job salary data, for both free sources like the Bureau of Labor Statistics and also for paid services. But of course, start with the free BLS service. Bureau of Labor Statistics is excellent. They do have very good data. Now, number 3, when working with the company hiring recruiter, ask them for the standard salary range for the intended role. You would be really surprised what they'll tell you. Also, if you're working with a headhunter, they should be able to get salary range information as part of their service. Remember, they get paid when you get hired. The salary range provides the standard corporate box they wish to hire you into. Being near the top of the range may limit your upside prior to getting a promotion. It's always good to come into a company with room to grow in the current position. 4, upon receiving the offer, consider asking for more money. Utilize your BATNA knowledge as the foundation for the compensation challenge. Remember, receiving an offer is a tell. It means they want you and you meet or exceed their hiring requirements. Well done. This process should make you feel confident to ask for more money. What is the worst they could say? No? I've never seen an employer withdraw an offer because you negotiated for a higher salary. The bottom line is this: for your BATNA and the negotiation process, it will help you to know the salary range for this and for competing offers. Now, 5. Remember, compensation has a few different levers like salary, bonus pool, ownership potential, benefits, and signing bonus. You will need to weigh each form of compensation. At different times of life, certain comp levers may seem more important. It is essential to identify your comp weights early in the process. So if you're younger, in your 20s, you don't have a family, maybe comp and bonus is most important. As you get a little older, you have a family, you have dependents, maybe the medical benefits become more important. Absolutely, retirement is going to be tremendously important. So you never want to wait until you are at until you're having that comp discussion to weigh those levers. You want to be prepared. Now, 6, in most companies, the recruiter is your main interface. They will likely have some leeway to negotiate salary, but beyond that recruiter's leeway, they will need to get approval from the hiring manager or others in the leadership chain. Don't feel bad for negotiating or worry that you may look bad. That's actually the opposite of what happens. If you have a well-researched BATNA, you'll look good for advocating for yourself with thoughtful reasoning. Guess what? That's exactly the kind of employee that they want. Good negotiation helps you stand out. Now, 7, when possible, do not share your current compensation. This is giving up important information that helps the recruiter more than it helps you. In several states, it's actually illegal for recruiters to ask for salary history. In the states where it is legal, recruiters may ask. At most, only share a salary range, but only do so after the recruiter discloses the position's salary range. This is a fair quid pro quo. The position salary range information will help you negotiate when the time comes. Now, 8, endeavor to understand the incentives of the agents involved with hiring you. The recruiter is more of a broker. They are incented to fill a position based on that job description. Once they fill the order, they will go on to the next recruiting assignment. So their incentives are a little more short-term. The hiring manager, on the other hand, is like a buyer. They are incented for longer-term hiring position quality. The hiring manager lives with the hiring decision after the recruiter does their job successfully. The hiring manager likely has accountability for a hiring budget. When negotiating, it is important to appreciate the agent's subtle incentive differences. 9, ultimately, the company will come back with a counteroffer. You will need to decide if it's worth it or whether you should pursue a BATNA alternative. Using the Definitive Choice app that we showcased in the Job Change vidcast would be very helpful. This helps you keep score of where you are with each alternative, and plus it shows you the cost benefits between each alternative. It's really your best friend in the negotiating process. Of course, always be professional. All communication should be clear, concise, and with appreciation. If you end up not taking the offer, you want to leave them wishing you had. And 10, finally, is a phantom BATNA okay? Meaning, is it okay to manufacture a fictional offer as a BATNA? Now, at this point, I would say be careful. So first, never make an untrue statement. Your credibility is most important. And then 2, part of a BATNA is for your own psychology and confidence, right? You can't really fool yourself. And then finally, 3, your primary research may suggest market-wide compensation. This could be used as a salary alternative. Of course, you are better off with a BATNA from another company. Individually, we spend far more time handling small decisions than large decisions. Success in both my personal life and in my professional life is owing to a cumulative series of small and high-quality decisions. I'm constantly practicing. Consistently applying reasoning frameworks like the BATNA framework will reduce decision noise and increase decision quality. Decision support tools are very helpful when making more complex decisions. The hunt should be to maintain a consistent, repeatable decision process for a lifetime of great decisions. Next time, you'll get to meet my son, David Hewlett. David is the co-president of a content creation business called Hewlett Brothers. Despite his young age, he has already negotiated many deals for himself and his business. This includes mortgages, commercial office space, business partners like accountants, and deals with many, many different advertising clients. You'll get to hear more about the business side of Hewlett Brothers and how David is a successful negotiator. But until then, you've got this.